East Coast opinion columnists may routinely denigrate them, but Americans remain a caring, generous people, the most caring and most generous people in the world by far. And unfortunately, some people take advantage of that. A year ago, Mark Damico and Kate McClure raised over $400,000 on the GoFundMe site. They did it allegedly in the name of a man called Johnny Bobbit. He's homeless. They said he had to help them out when they ran out of gas on the highway. Well, later, Bobbit accused the couple of keeping all that money for themselves. Now, in a new twist, authorities say the entire story was a hoax from day one, and all three of them are facing charges. What can we learn from this? Author and columnist Mark Steyn joins us tonight for an overview. What do you make of this, Mark?
Well, I did think this was the craziest story of the day, Tucker, until I heard your last segment. And I'm not sure actually giving 400 grand to a homeless guy isn't, on balance, marginally less insane than giving $3 billion to Jeff Bezos. So there is that. I have to say, you're right. Americans, all the polls of global charity show it. Americans are the most generous people on the planet. And I think it would be sad if charity and that generosity were just to become part of a kind of going viral on social media thing. This story smelt crummy to me a year ago when it was a feel-good story. And not to go all H.L. Mencken on you, but it's a feel-good story for me now, just because it's sort of confirmed my slightly dark view of human nature. I love everything about this story. I love the way it was an obvious setup from the start. I love the way people just sort of went bananas for it. I mean, it's not a good idea to give someone who's sleeping on an interstate ramp $400,000. He only got about 75 of it. He was spending about $2 grand a day. Meanwhile, this other couple just took off with it. They bought a BMW. They went to Vegas and blew it on the fancy suite at the Mandalay Bay or whatever it was. The homeless guy then sued them. The homeless guy has a lawyer. That's fantastic. America has as many lawyers. Statistic this is. America has as many lawyers as the rest of the planet combined. There's so many of them that even a homeless guy has a lawyer. I love everything about this story. I'm thinking of launching a GoFundMe campaign to raise money to buy a bridge for creepy porn lawyer to sleep under. That's how enthused I am by this story.
You know what? He may wind up under one anyway, even without your help. The great Mark Steyn. I knew that you would see a bright side to that dark tale, and you did.
It is a dark tale, but we should all rejoice. Give money locally, Tucker. Save your community before you go and do it on social media.
You know, that is the takeaway. That is a deep and true point. Ask how your kids feel about you before you go anywhere else. Thank you, Mark. Great to see you.
Thanks, Tucker.